All right, we're here with Erin today, and Erin is going to be demonstrating a simple core stabilization exercise, well known as plank. So what she's going to do is she's going to ensure that her hands are directly underneath her shoulders. She's going to spread her fingers wide, middle finger should be parallel. And then she also wants to make sure that the whole palm is flat on the floor to protect the wrist. And think about pushing to the webbing in between the thumbs and the pointers. And then she's going to extend one leg behind her, pressing the ball of the foot into the floor, and then the other one to meet it. Good, so toes are touching, ankle bones are touching, great. And then so Erin's already in a pretty awesome plank. I'm just going to come around, describe a few things. So what she wants to think about doing is pressing her heels out into my hands. Because as she does that, she finds the length out through the crown of the head and pushes. And then one minor adjustment is this space between the shoulder blades. She wants to lift that up into my hands. Yes. Good, so look down towards the floor, and then she's going to press more into her palms. As she does that, she rebounds her whole abdominal wall up towards the spine. Beautiful. How you doing, Erin? Good? Mm-hmm. Good. And then she's going to be squeezing her legs together. So our whole body is really active here in plank. It's a nice, strong pose. And remember, all our movement comes from our core. So this is a great one to do before any sort of exercise. So what you'll do is you'll hold this for about 20 breaths. After your 20th breath, you'll take the knees down to the floor and just go ahead and release back into child's pose. Give your spine a little bit of a stretch. If you have someone else there, it feels really nice to have them shift some weight. Down here as she extends her hands a little bit further forward. So that is plank pose. Now remember, you can always modify, making it a little bit less intense, or amplify, adding some intensity. So for what we're going to show you first is the modification. So Erin's going to come forward. She's going to interlace her fingers, take her elbows as close as she can together, and it's really important to be pushing your hands and your elbows down to the floor. Good, and then she's going to, let's have you walk a little bit further forward. Good, and then start with your stomach on the floor. Good. So from here, her knees will stay on the mat. And again, she's going to be pressing down, and then she's just going to lift everything else up off the floor. Good. Up a little bit more. Good. And notice her back is slightly rounded, so she wants to scoop, literally scoop up into the abdomen. Do you feel that, Erin? Yeah. Good. Okay, great. And then remember, pressing the hands into the floor strongly. That's your anchor point. Good. And again, hold here for about 20 breaths. Okay, the lower down. Great. All right, rest there. And then lastly, if you want to amplify the pose, all you're going to do is perform that plank with your feet on the stability ball. So this is what they call proprioceptively enriched environment. She's going to be performing a controlled exercise of plank on an uncontrolled environment, the ball. So we'll give it a quick shot. Okay. Have you done this before?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Okay, her plank was awesome, so she should be fun. So all she's going to do is go ahead and you'll put one foot on top and then extend out to the plank. Yeah. Walking herself out. Nice. Squeezing the legs together. Good. And again, so it's really important to stay strong in the legs here when you're on the proprioceptively enriched environment. Good. And the further she walks her hands away, the harder this pose gets. Good, scooping up. Remember, keeping that good form, lift up into here. Good, now push the floor away and squeeze up. Good. Great. Just going to take about 2 more breaths. Again, 20 breaths is great. All right. Thanks, Erin. Come on. We'll see you back for more.